One person has been killed and several others have been injured in an attack by Yemeni rebels at an airport in southern Saudi Arabia. Yemen's Houthi rebels claim to have targeted the Aba and the Jazan airports in the kingdom's south. But the Saudi-led coalition at war in Yemen has stated that only the airport in Aba was struck shortly after 9 p.m. local. Now, as per reports, a Syrian resident of Saudi Arabia has been killed in the attacks, and the attack was carried out with the help of a drone which hit the airport's parking lot. Remember, the attack comes less than, in fact, 2 weeks after the same airport was attacked by a Houthi cruise missile, wounding 26 passengers. The airport is located about 200 kilometers north of the Yemen border. Protesters in Sudan have accepted the establishment of a civilian-led governing body in the country as proposed by the Ethiopian envoy. Protest leaders have said that they accept the Ethiopian envoy's proposal of creation of a civilian-led government for a political transition. The blueprint, in fact, suggests that a 15-member governing body will comprise of 8 civilians and 7 military officials. Protest leader Babikar Faisal said in Equator, "We think that our acceptance of the proposal is a major leap towards meeting the goals of the revolution, which are freedom, peace and justice." End quote. The ruling military council is yet to announce their stand on the Ethiopian envoy's proposal. Ever since Omar al-Bashir was ousted by the military, there has been a constant struggle for power in Sudan. Now, people who were demanding a civilian-led government were not happy with the shift in power. The political turmoil was followed by violence and human rights violation, where military launched a crackdown on protesters weeks ago. More than 100 people had been killed in the violent crackdown. Protesters then resorted to civil disobedience stance. The crisis got global attention, and Ethiopia is now trying to bridge the gap between the ruling military and the civilians. Also, thousands of protesters have taken to the streets of Prague demanding Czech Prime Minister Andrej Babis's resignation. PM Babis is facing a criminal investigation over alleged fraud and is also the subject of European Union's conflict of interest investigation. The Prime Minister has denied all the allegations so far. According to the organizers, more than 2 lakh people have attended the rally, and it is said to be the largest protest since the fall of communism in 1989. The protest was organized by a democracy group called the Million Movements. Now the movement has grown from a small student initiative into a mass movement.
Že jsem tu dneska s rodičema.
The Prime Minister is facing a criminal investigation in the Czech Republic for an alleged abuse of €2 million in European Union subsidies over 10 years ago. The billionaire PM is also facing investigation over his private company. And in fact, Babis had forced the transfer of the ownership of the company to 2 trust funds shortly before he came to power into 2017. But a European Commission draft report leaked earlier this month had found that Babis was still profiting from the company. And Babis has dismissed all of the allegations as baseless and politically motivated.